Hello, this is an overview of ULTRA-10 remote. It is a universal remote control with multiple features, and it supports a variety of brands. For example, such security systems as DoorHan, AN Motors, Kame, NICE of all types, GSN, FAC, RC, as well as relays 2240, 2262. You can set up this remote by programming its buttons in any order you want. You can set them up to emulate the original remote. In this case, you will need to pair the ULTRA-10 with the receiver nominally. The emulation is the best option when you do not have an original remote to copy from. You can program the A button to emulate, for example, NICE FloR-S, B button to emulate DoorHan, C to emulate AN Motors, and D to emulate FAC FC. After that's done, you can pair the A button with a NICE FloR-S receiver. B button will need to be paired with a DoorHan receiver, C will be paired with an AN Motors receiver, D with FAC FC receiver. If you have a previously paired original remote control, you can make its copy. ULTRA-10 remote will copy DoorHan, AN Motors, NICE FloR-S, or NICE Smilo, for example. You will find a complete list of supported security systems in the instruction manual. Okay, let me show you how this all works. Let's, for example, set up the A button to work with the DoorHan security system. We recommend to start by performing a hard reset of the ULTRA-10. To do that, simultaneously press and hold down A, B, and D. You will see a continuous flash, which means that the ULTRA-10 is set up by default. Per default, the A button of the ULTRA-10 is already programmed for DoorHan. The B button is programmed for NICE FloR-S, C for Kame 12-bit, and D for AN Motors. Let's say we want to change that by setting up the A button to work with NICE FloR-S. To do that, you will need to open the instruction manual for the ULTRA-10. There is a section there with the number of flashes on the ULTRA-10, and I will explain to you what these flashes mean. In this section, you will see that the number of flashes corresponds to a specific security system. And for NICE FloR-S, it's 6 flashes. Let me demonstrate to you what it means. Simultaneously press A, C, and D and continue to hold them down until the ULTRA-10 starts flashing. When it does, release the buttons. Now we will need to press a button which will emulate the NICE FloR-S code. Continue to hold it down and count the number of flashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can now release the button. And this is what these numbers of flashes mean in the instruction manual. Once again, 6 flashes, NICE FloR-S. Let's check that using the signal analyzer. There, we can see that the A button now emulates NICE FloR-S signal. The ULTRA-10 can be now paired with the NICE FloR-S receiver. The same can be done with the other buttons as well. Let's, for example, program a rolling GSN code on the B button. Open the instruction manual again and check how many flashes it will take this time. It says here that you will need to wait until you see 10 flashes for GSN. Just like before, simultaneously press and hold down A, C, and D. Release the buttons when it starts flashing. Now press and hold down B and count the flashes. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you can release the button. Let's check that. The signal analyzer now shows GSM rolling code. As for C and D buttons, you can program them the same way. In case you don't have access to the control board of the receiver, you can use the copying function. So here we already have A and B, which emulate nice FloR-S and GSM. We may use the copying function on C and D to copy DoorHan and nice FloR-S, for example. Let me show you how to make a copy. This time, however, instead of the ACD combination, you will need to press BCD. Simultaneously press and hold, release the buttons when you see the flashes. Now press and hold down the button you wish to program. The ULTRA-10 will blink once. It is now in Learn Code mode. Now let's place it face to face with the original remote while holding down the activation button on the original DoorHan remote. The long flash means that the signal was copied, and this is how we copy the DoorHan remote. Just like before, we can verify the signal using the signal analyzer. It says DoorHan. Now let's check the serial number. It's 2012-8D28. Just like the original. The original DoorHan has been copied to C. Now let's copy the nice FloR-S remote. The procedure is absolutely the same. Simultaneously press BCD and hold them down until the flash. Let's now press and hold down D. We will see one more flash. The ULTRA-10 is now in Learn Code mode. While holding down the activation button on the nice FloR-S remote, place it face to face with the ULTRA-10. The long flash on the ULTRA-10 remote means that the copy was made successfully. Let's check it. Now let's check the serial number. It's 88D4365. The original remote should have the same serial number. It's 88D4365. All these steps are explained in detail in the instruction manual. Everything is very straightforward. Programming is simple, and you can assign security systems to the buttons in any order. To summarize, you can emulate different security systems, or you can copy existing remotes, which can be done outside of range of the receiver. That's it, and thank you for watching.